Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I'm going to be looking at Tiwanaku by Sit Down Games. Now this is a game that I hadn't heard of before I went to the UK Games Expo, but a lot of people had recommended it to me on the way there and when I was actually at the venue. I went to the booth and I tried to play, but it was so busy I couldn't even get a table, and the game actually sold out at the event, so I couldn't even buy a copy. And there's a reason for that. It is a really cool game. I'm going to jump into it and show you how it plays and like why I really loved it, and why my wife is constantly asking to play this over everything else in our collection, even though, as you can see behind me, we've got a lot of cool games. This one is the one that she wants to play all of the time, since we played it in June and we're now in August, so we've played quite a few of the games and we really enjoy it. So let's watch the review. I'll show you how it plays and why we like it so much. So I'm not going to show you everything in the game because there's not that much to it, but this is the main component of the game. It's the Pachamama wheel, and you use it to tell you what tiles need laying and what number farm crops go on the tiles. And it's a really cool, really interesting mechanic. Your board consists of normally spaces. This is the shorter board because it fits on the camera, but you get a double size one for the full game, which is underneath. If I just flip it over and show you. So this is the full board. It's basically you line the coordinates up with the animals on the side, and then it tells you what comes out on those tiles. If you get the right tile type for what you want on the number track on the scoreboard here, which you go up on, then you will get 1 point if there's nothing else in line with it. If there's 2 in the same row, when you move it up, you get 2 points. If there's 3, you'll get 3 points, and if there's 4, you get 4 points. So sometimes that's quite handy to score you a couple of points here and there. And as you can see around the track outside, it goes up to 60 points on the tracker, but rarely do you get near that 60 points. It's quite hard to score near that amount. And you're basically using the wheel to look at these locations, place your land tiles on for discovering them, and moving your little Quechua meeple around, which are in here and really cute. Little meeple with little stickers on for each colour. Very nice pastel colours as well, and great artwork in this game. And you move them around the board and then discover a site. And this is where it all comes down to this thing. Once you've got your men all out, or your women all out, what you on the board, your meeples, you then take a guess at what number's on the board. The numbers can't be directly side to side to each other or diagonal. And the land tiles can only go side to side, and there can only be up to 5 of each type of land in one chain, and they can only go next to each other side to side. They can't go diagonal, so you could have a few here and here. It could go like all these 4 and then 1 there, but you can't have diagonal. You can't have a yellow, and then there'll be 1 to 3. And if there's 5 tiles, it'll go up to 5. If there's only 2 tiles, you'll only have the numbers 1 and 2 for the plants. So then you can use your social deduction to work out what plants are on the board versus what plants you can then get down. And then you take a guess and you reveal this number. If you want to take a guess, you don't have to, but if you've got a good idea, you can take a guess. If you guess the 5 and you got 5, you get 5 points. If you guess anything else and you get it wrong, you lose the number of points that tile is worth. So you're trying to build the points up and make educated guesses before everyone else and get higher points. But if you get answers wrong, you lose points. So you always start on 10 points because you can lose points when you make guesses. And that's basically all there is to the game. You move, discover and guess. Move, discover, guess. Or move, guess all of your people. If you get them right, you get to guess again. And you get bonuses for the plant type you guess. And you can have 1 of each colour. And if you get all 5, you can trade them in for extra points. Or 4 for less points and 3 for like a couple of points. There's a thing somewhere, I can't remember. Oh, there it is. So the little type, you can only have 1 of each colour. If you manage to get all 5, you can trade them in for 10 points. If you get 1 of each colour but only 4 of them, then you get 6. 1 type is only worth 0, 2 is worth 1 point, 3 is worth 3. And it's nice in that at the end of the game, you can trade these in before the game finishes. So if you're trying to collect 5 and you only end the game with 4, on your last turn, you get a chance to trade them in. You don't lose them, which is quite nice. It's quite a lovely, fair system. But this game is super simple, super addictive. And this wheel is what makes it so good. Each game is different, and you can, I can unscrew it, show you how it works. There's different tiles in the box. This one is awkward to get out. But you just take your time with it. Don't press it too much, because this is key to the whole game and you don't want to break it. Did have nails, now I've gone. So it can be awkward to get out. There we go, it's coming out. And then you just slide this thing out and it's got all the numbers on underneath. And on the back it's got your setup for how you put the tiles out at the start of the game. So this will give you a slight idea of where some things are at the start. And there's 15 of these in the base box and 5 for solo as well. So you've got a great solo game in here as well. And these just then slide back in here when you're ready to play. You just got to be really careful to get them in the right slot at the back. And make sure the middle is lined up nicely so you don't push through the cardboard. So just take a little bit of time doing that and then push this through. Screw it in and you're ready to go. We love this game. For me, I think it's an 8.5 out of 10 for me. For my wife, it's like a 9.5 out of 10. She absolutely loves it. Anytime we go to play games now, it's always, can we play Tiwanaku? Can we play Tiwanaku? Even though sometimes she gets the name wrong or says it wrong. We just love it. It's so good. It's really, really addictive. It's really, really fun. And I highly recommend it to anyone. It works with kids. It works with adults. It works with teenagers. It's good for number skills. It's good for problem solving. It would be a great game to play with a family of 3 or 4, or a young family, or your children. I highly, highly recommend it. Please watch our next review. We've got some more stuff coming up from AEG and Funko Games and quite a bit down the pipe. So thanks for watching. See you on the next video.